When you're coming back around, when you're coming back around. 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 When you're coming back around.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. It is the Friday afternoon stream. We are in power hour, the last 60 minutes of the week for Wall Street. And we have a fresh all-time high on Bitcoin. Last night, Asia went berserk, okay? Took the price of Bitcoin to $118,909.74 before topping out and pulling back. And as you can see, a 1414 fib extension achieved, not quite to the 1618, which is $120,000, 120,300. So that's where we are. The madness continues in let's just say in less than 4 days so far where we are. Bitcoin's up about 9%. It was up higher, of course, more, but on the pullback, typically in crypto fashion, Bitcoin pulls back, altcoins start going in these situations, and that really is what happened. XRP went nuclear earlier today, where you were up 15+%, breaking key resistances, hitting I think a 1414 of the dragon. We'll look at them, but this is just spectacular. If you're not excited about this, it means you were cash, you were sidelined, or you just didn't even care. This is something that, hey, we were in the 3,000s. Okay, Bitcoin was $3,500, $3,300, $3,800, and we were like, man, one day. I remember back in 2021, YFI was at 95K, and we were saying, hey, man, maybe that's like they're setting us up. You know, they're trying to get us mentally prepared for 100K Bitcoin one day. And lo and behold, here we are at 117 plus, something we didn't even think. Hyper Bitcoinization situation. We're in that reality where that is probable. So rejoice, chat. Jesus chimes for the all-time high. Trump coin won't quit. Well, good thing we looked at it, because that thing had an 886 Gartley that was beautiful. Reminded me of a lot of these 2021 scam coins that were listed that painted the same picture, and then they went up 500+%. Crazy enough. All right, well, we'll look at Trump coin, of course. So let's go to Ethereum. Only at 1.3%, and they have not broken the resistance. I mean, it is so, we are on mega breakout watch, where you will be so surprised if the market participants are able to absorb the supply that it currently exists at 3,000. You will be so surprised how fast we run to 3,500. There's just really not much there. So that's a big if, though, right? Because it's such a nice little rally from 2,400 to 3K. And of course, you can't believe it, but Eric Trump has finally tweeted, and he said, thank me. What did he say? Thank me now? Or something stupid. If you don't remember, Eric Trump told everyone to buy Bitcoin at 2,900 February 2nd. And from that tweet, Ethereum proceeded to lose 50%, half of its value after his tweet. And then finally it bottomed, and it's rallied. And as of yesterday, today, break even. Now you're technically higher than when he told you to buy. Buy how much? 3.5%. So congratulations. Underperforming everything in the world. Hey, so cool, whatever. So 3K though, that's the big level. Tweets aside. Way higher if we can break it. So have your alerts set up. I certainly do. You hear the beeps, big things happening. They were breaking it initially, but you understand it's a big inflection point. So it's like, oh, okay, there might be supply to supply line. Sellers might put up a fight for a minute. Give me an audio check. Make sure we're okay. Chat, we are...
It's time for Power Hour.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Have a good time with your Bitcoin, your crypto, and everything else that you're playing with.
Can dads do something? Every day I'm checking price, and it's rising. Check price, good price. I have underinvested by a lot.
We did it, man. All right, we freaking did it.
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
All right, a little late, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, the star of the show. It's the dragon. What a legendary dragon. This will be written about in history books for many millennia to come.
Super chatted $32. Ask chat what currency AI would use in 2035 as the most reliable and stable currency. Coin. Ergo, this thing lights off when it does.
Justin King, how much did Chat GBT get paid? We'll certainly look at your scam coin, joke coin that's going to change the world like everything else. But remember, you're competing against 36 million scams. So it's falling on deaf ears. It doesn't even matter anymore, okay? But thank you. Appreciate the contribution. We'll look at the coin and analyze the technicals. We don't care about the fundamentals because it's a scam coin. And that's fine. See, that's the thing. People get like the misconception because these speculative joke coins are pumping, they're no longer scams. No, they are. They still have no way to gauge their intrinsic value. But hey, it's cool when patterns develop, you know. Sometimes dragon pattern, okay. Dragon tail is crazy. We hit a 1414 off that high to low, and you hit the highest price seen since March 2nd, and you are still majorly broken out. I mean, I think above 265, 272, you are in incredible shape. Like, if we can hold here, close somewhere up here, and then in the coming days, we formally back test those levels that were resistance, flip them to support. My God, man, we could be going for an 886 from the major high to low, which you're almost there. 886 is 320. And then you could say, well, it's a shark. It's a big shark at that point, right? So that's your target area given enough time above 265. 886 right there. There you go. X marks the spot. Wonderful. This was one that looked pretty good, right? It was like, dang, man. I don't know. Some of these other ones were like, crap, they're not great. And they're randomly pumping with no structures that made much sense. And then there was XRP. It was like, dang, dude, it looks like Bitcoin in April when it broke out of the dragon. Again, it was up over 15% today. Hit 296. Let's say 297 at the highs. Wonderful. Rejoice for Garlinghouse and Schwartz. And Alex Cobb, man. Alex Cobb. He did it. Okay, Solana, disappointing in terms of today, but the event that is occurring right now is spectacular. Okay, you have the beauty. It's a very symmetrical structure. You don't have to look at it this way. You can just say it's a channel. It broke the channel. They back tested it. A little pennant. Okay, whatever. But remember, the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders, you don't have to call it that, but someone could. I can see it. It looks visible to me. It looks valid to me. Left shoulder matches the right shoulder. Beautiful head right there. That's a pretty structure. Neckline's kind of weird, but again, the neckline to me in this situation is that 160 to 163 zone, and you have broken it yesterday on a candle close, and today you were just formally back testing it as support. So and you're struggling right at the 200-day simple moving average, which we discussed was kind of, maybe it's a lovely, it is, right? But if this is real, okay, you have I mean minimum like 185, but probably your target would be 191. 16 or 17 to 20% upside. Imagine being two-time responsibly levered, proper position size on Solana. That's huge. You could make a portfolio. It'd be an incredible trade. So protect yourself, maybe below 160. We had discussed earlier in the week in that little pennant triangle. If you wanted, just having a stop below one of the swing lows and just let it ride, that was another way to manage. So now it's just doing what you can because the markup occurred. So the thing is, though, even if it fell below 160, as long as it makes a higher low than the previous lows before it, you're still in good shape. The trend reversed. So this is real nice, man. Hype in the chat, dude. How could you not be feeling pretty good now after history? And Bitcoin back over $118,000. Are you kidding me? In Power Hour, is Wall Street gonna push Bitcoin to 119? Are we gonna see $119,000 before the stream ends, before the market closes for the week? Hello, chat. Are you there? Anyone? Just seeing if y'all are dead or not, because y'all aren't saying much. Well, we got about 600 people here. We've been live 15 minutes. Okay, shoot your shot. Solana, great upside potential given enough time above 160, and that's it. I'm just telling you. You're here. You're watching. All right. So those are BNB. BNB at 1.3%. We discussed, okay, this is huge. If you're watching this stream yesterday, day before, we discussed this weekly situation on BNB. It is about to happen. It's an impending breakout. It's an attempted, occurring as I'm speaking to you, breakout attempt. To ignore this is psychotic. This is it, chat. You're in the space-time continuum on Binance Coin, where we're talking $800 to $1,000 is on deck and looks almost imminent. That's where we are. I'm just gonna ping Patreon, Citadel. This is crazy. This is like, wow. I can't believe I'm looking at this right now. And I'm glad there's 600 of y'all here to see what I'm looking at. Because once this breaks, tendies for everyone involved. It's so rare you're at this point, the space-time continuum. Just let me know you're alive. Let me know you hear what I'm saying to you. Because this is it. Have your alerts set up. And maybe your longs. Okay. Just clip this so when it hits 1,000 in the coming 3 months, you can be like, hey man, remember the clip of BNB at 694 on Breakout Watch and now we're at 1,000? Yeah. Okay. Maybe 1,200. Who knows? Doubles. Imagine a 2-time levered position on BNB. Like, responsible. My God. Okay. And now we can look at, those are the big cryptos. Yeah, big ones, man. Now let's take a look at the one we know in the top 10 that was Specimen Harmonic Framework. The active trade setup posted live in front of 1,000+ people days ago. What a great start, man. I mean, this is it. Now you're at a point now, because the markup's been so vast in the past 2-3 days, that you're no longer at the maximum. You're at the maximum upside potential level, and the optimum risk management level, because you're gone, because you're separating from that. Where when we posted this setup on stream, you were at the actionable area.
What if this is Wyckoff distribution 1? That'd be messed up.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? Man, look, man, I'm not making I have no expectations. How about let's just target 120 because the monthly cup with handle. Mithril coat, you're just listening. That's okay, dude. But you just typed, so it's fun. If you're listening, it's always good for the streamer, okay? Just think like, hey man, I'm watching for free. And I know I'm just listening, taking in the information and whatever, getting the value that I might think I'm getting. But hey, the streamer does appreciate when I do type to him at least once or twice throughout the stream. Because like, hey man, I could just make static videos. That's boring. So I'm like, I like the improv. I like the engagement I can have with y'all, talking to y'all. Y'all ask some really good questions sometimes. And sometimes it opens my mind up to go down a rabbit hole of like alpha. So people learn stuff when you engage with me. You just never know. That's the beauty of it. So remember that when you're watching a streamer. They like it when you type in the chat. Okay, so it's just unreal. Like you're looking at this, it's like, okay, I'm just waiting on Doge for 33 to 35 cents and then 43 cents after that. You're just waiting for extremely higher prices. That's all I can say. BNB's on Breakout Watch. Doge is already beginning like an immediate glory off the trade setup in trade. Yeah, it's just time to go. Oh, there's chat. Hey, I can see y'all, man.
Big Mitch, exciting times. Take a look at XLM for me, please, bro. Cheers, beer mugs.
Hey, it's the silver one. Thanks for the 27.10, man. Or the 20 pounds, mate. Yeah, we'll certainly look at, Stellar Lumens, which is the stepbrother of XRP that also blew up. So, yeah, we will look at that. All right, running by Luke. He's alive. Volume low. Jimmy Hart, what's up, dude? 32. Joe Potter. Good to see y'all. Charge Element P, dude. OJ's chronotized. Trent, what's up, everybody? It's good to see y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching. These are historical times, literally historical. And it's an honor to be able to cover these markets with you, to look for opportunities, applying technical analysis, which is our navigation tool on the sea of the financial markets. It is our compass. It is our constellations. It's how we navigate, man. Without it, we're blind. We don't know. We have no clue. Just flipping coins. Maybe we'll make it to the new world, dude. Yeah, we'll cross the Atlantic. We'll make it there. Oh, dude, we're in India. What? No, we're not. Okay. Was it, so let me see if it made sense to do, if there was another request. Hold on. Yeah, let me look at a couple other ones. So the daily on Doge was stupidly awesome anyway. It was like, what, a harmonic? No way. And it's just, wow, look at this. It's so brilliant.
Shoot over to you. Boo-hoo for me. Have you ever looked at ASTR, Japan's premium S coin? Longed it at its recent ATL.
Oh boy. Thank you, Momoy. I don't know, dude. If I can remember, maybe Napoleon. I don't know. Yeah, so on Doge, it's kind of interesting. You have this long-term channel. It's been in development since December 2024. So it's just the 2025 downtrend conceptualized on Dogecoin. Okay, the downtrend, midterm downtrend. So you're approaching the supply line. That was discussed as like your shorter-term target. You got 22 cents upon us too. So that, right, and the 200-day simple moving average. You are approaching the level. So don't be too surprised if we see some sort of reaction there. It'd be awesome to pull back to 18 cents for a bullish back test, but you may not get it. Because the type 2 has formally occurred on the weekly. That's the tough part. So it was like you had your chance. It's up. How much is it up in less than 3? It's up 30% in less than 3 days. Okay, so yeah, other ones they're up today, man. It's the big boys. Cardano to me didn't really look that great. It came down to this level. It was 100% M shape, and it's back above key levels in its own downtrend for the year. At the 200, there's probably some more upside. I mean, you could hit 88 cents. I figured we were going to 46 cents for a test. They just seemed like, oh, probably, and yet they defended this local level from February. And you bounced. Bitcoin recovered, and it was a timing thing. So, still nothing that special. Like, I mean, there are just other ones that look a little better than Cardano, but it's fine. Yeah, it's pumping. Yeah, cool. Algo, though, my God, you want to talk about beauty? That's just ridiculous, man. That perfect M shape shark right at supports, and just 3 days, nice reaction occurring. Yeah, good day for some of these coins, man. Just scrolling through, H bar's up another 6+%. I got right up near that 200 moving average. IOTA, my favorite. It was my favorite of all the S coin trash can coins due to the harmonic framework and the inflection point being tested at the pattern completion zone. And I'm just happy to see it in 3 days. TZ, what's up, dude? Thanks for 2112. Joe Coin in the chat. Yeah, we'll look at it, man. Thank you for actually specifying the number name thing. Yeah, because that can be really annoying, all these scam coins. So, I mean, dude, look at IOTA. Off the beautiful framework, 24%. It's like Doge. A little less than Doge by 5%, but still beautiful. Run to the next level. You just can't make this up. You cannot make up the beauty of the TA respect. Cass also had an M shape. It wasn't at the best levels or anything, but it was there and just been running. They've been reacting.
We appreciate you and all the knowledge you give out to us normies for free. Much love, brother.
What's up, F Lord? Thank you for the 1337 elite contribution. Dude, it's like, it is our job as humans. Like, if we learn something, if we invest in ourselves and we get pretty good or proficient at a language or knowing something, it is our responsibility as humans, like on this earth, to pass on that knowledge to as many people as we possibly can before we're gone, because we will not be here long. And so you're just hoping that ripples throughout generations of humanity and last as long as possible, right? Until, 1,000 years from now, well, probably nothing, but hey, at least in the next few hundred years, maybe there could be a lasting impression of education taught here that could, be instilled in others. And those people could, maybe one day I'm gone and someone they say, hey man, Ray's gone, but I want to keep his legacy going, and there's thousands of people that want to do that. And it's just like cascading. So thank you, dude. Dude, Bitcoin's 118, 100 plus. This is incredible. We got 30 minutes to go until the close. Damn the last, oh my God.
118, bro.
Dude, thanks so much for the 100. That's the Session Top Jesus. Thank you so much, dude. Holy crap. Hype in the chat for Darren, dude. Really appreciate you contributing to this 100% crowdsourced community. Dude, it's so funny. I wake up to my inbox on X, and I've got like 6 different crypto exchanges willing to pay me money to have their stupid logos on my stream for me to sponsor me. And it's like, bro, 7.5 years, I've never done it. Like, what do you think? Just because Bitcoin's at 118K now, I'm going to start accepting sponsorships from exchanges? Really, dude? Nah, never happening. So that was a choice I made a long time ago to never sell out for y'all. So, Darren, you are my sponsor. Everyone in chat, y'all are my sponsors. Okay. Was there... Okay, so we got these... we'll just look at XLM real quick. That had the falling wedge. It was like the most specimen falling wedge. And then the sharp. Good God. It is beautiful, dude. I think this was... let's see here. You can find it. Yeah, that wedge, man. The wedge breakout. It was like VeChain. It was literally like VeChain. It is definitely an oh yeah situation here. I mean, that's just... You cannot make it up. Chat is a big deal. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, you saw 40 cents today, and the resistance is 41 cents. So just remember this for the future. You can get a specimen falling wedge. It breaks out and just fails to launch, like reaction, and then sells off, and you get like a second low and then the M shape after. That's a interesting combination. Just like VeChain, which is unfortunately VeChain did not see the moves that XLM got, but still a great little start off this inflection point. Really nice. And you've got that everywhere. You got a lot. Look at YFI, how they back tested the key inflection point, the major range bottom that we've been in for literal years. They've regarded it as support, and they've held it, and they rallied it off of it. So flat on the day, but looking really nice for maybe more upside. I like this, man. I really do. And then we had Adam that was very much on the monthly. If you forgot, just reiterating here, the monthly bullish engulfing candle that's being painted right now. This is like something that you never see. It's so rare. Old all-time lows, like the initial 2019 swing lows, back tests before all-time highs. This level regarded once and now twice. This is it, man. Like 728, 85 and beyond. And it's all happening at those deep low to high 886, 95% retraces. That's what's so spectacular. Like just low to high. And I bet if we didn't use the scam wicks, we should candle close to candle close. It's still lower than the 886, but it's in that 886, 95% region. And that's just exactly where you're looking for bottoming structures to develop. I'm okay with it, man. I like it. All right. And we have other stuff going on. Hey, dude, I just want you to know, like, we got the Mag 7. Finally, Google doing something. All right, I just want you to see. This is like, been waiting on this, and it, you know, still waiting. It may take more time to.
Bitcoin since $3,500. You're one of the most trusted sources of information I have had the pleasure of watching over time, my friend. Keep going. Fox emoji, flexed biceps emoji. Wish luck to everybody here. Saluting face emoji.
Dang Maniac, you trying to make me cry tears of joy? Let's hit the like button on Maniac's contribution. Thank you so much, dude. That's really kind of you. And that's all I've tried to be, you know. Ego at the door. All right. Just a simple man who loves charts, trying to show y'all what I've learned over all the years. Okay. And then in 2020, after 2020, it kind of became mandatory that you became your own financial advisor due to the money printing, the massive devaluation of currency. You had to. You had to start caring about your finances. Because if you didn't, you're underwater. You'd never be able to afford anything. You might not even be able to afford renting. Be a slave to debt. Okay, so on Google, you had intraday your highest price since February 24th, and you're going for your highest daily candle close since February 20th. So really nice here. I figured in Power Hour we might bust out, but they're not letting it yet. But I was looking at this on the 60-minute, and I'm just like, man, if you flip the chart over, it looks so bearish, right? What a downtrend, and then how they test the supply line, and then they violate the supply line but hit the 200 moving average, and then they recapture the supply line, and then they back test it as resistance, start rolling over, and it's like, oh my god, man, like 194 eventually. It looks like that. So you just inverted. Sometimes it gives you a better perspective. But yeah, I like this one. It's you know, they make more income, more like I think net income than any other company in the world or something crazy. And it's kind of criminal that they are pinned at the 180s since, you know, for a month plus. Wow. So, but on the other side of things, Nvidia hit another all-time high.
Is this something to really get excited about, the ICP at Al Troops, and a strong second half of the year? Or is just another big pity bounce in this never-ending downtrend?
Oh, are you talking about ICP? I mean, scam coins are trending towards zero for the most part. Random S coins. The only thing is like, okay, some patterns developed on them after they lost 100% of their value from the November election pump and dump. So, hey, man, they're back at like some are back at key supports. And it seems like the buyers defended those key supports a couple times. And now Bitcoin's been running to all-time highs, so they're bouncing with Bitcoin. And there's some crazy gains on those altcoins off the lows, right? I mean, some of these altcoins are up 25 to 30+% in 3 days, less than 3 days. So that's the crypto market. Welcome to it. Doesn't mean they have intrinsic value, okay? Doesn't mean they're going to change the world. Doesn't mean their project's any better than it was 3 days ago, or 5 days ago, or a week ago, or in April when we were at the lows. Same thing. Okay, so Nvidia launching, hitting 168 plus today, all-time high again. I mean, you're streaking. It's like 4 in a row, 4 days in a row of all-time highs, candle closes. And now, yes, we're waiting on the 1272. That's kind of where Microsoft has kind of been stuck, 1272. So 171 on deck. This is a 80% run and 90 days or something, or less than 90 days. Sorry, it was officially a 91% rally in 95 days. That's Nvidia since April. Wow. The resilience is unbelievable. Tesla, I mean, this is great. I'm telling you, dude, like, you can set a stop loss. You can own Tesla, chat. Like we said the same thing yesterday. You can own Tesla and set up a stop loss below 288 and let this effing thing ride to $400+. It's all I can tell you is I can just be live, look at the assets, and tell you the price action correlation to key levels, and it's now positive. And it's like they've confirmed this level now, and it's the bullish wave structure. And the only wave structure it is, because it's an 88% retrace from this high to low, the only wave structure it is a deep crab, and that's like a 425 plus pattern completion zone. But forget it. Just think about the channel here. You're at the oversold threshold of the channel, of the uptrend. The uptrend is conceptualized with this parallel channel tool, okay? Overbought in the uptrend would be the top. So your overbought threshold is around 400, 411 at this point. So I'm just saying, like, it seems so bad. Oh no, it's so political. But the sellers are gapping the price down. They're not able to do anything else. That is them losing. The sellers have lost, not once, but now twice. In fact, this was a spring back test of spring, man. Powerful indicator. I think we see 400 plus in the coming months. Not 259, not 209. No. Nope. So just make of that what you will. All I can do is talk about it. Amazon continuing to rise, fresh highs, highest level seen on Amazon since February 18th, officially hitting a 78% retrace from its high to low. breaking upward out of this little structure, I guess. It's probably nothing. It's probably a channel. But yeah, I'm thinking 233.50 for the overhead resistance from mid-December. That's probably the target for the sake of the bearish bat, and then maybe we'll react there. We'll see. We don't even care until we get type 2 returns at pattern completion zones anyway. So nice, going for the highest daily candle close since February 19th. Multi-month highs on Amazon, not just intraday, but about to be in 20 minutes on the close, where traders settle up on the week. So really strong here. Let's freaking go. Bezos keeps selling though. He's sold more and more shares of Amazon. It doesn't matter. All right, Microsoft going for a bullish engulfing candle today. It is so close. And 20 minutes is a lot of time for being so close. You could be putting in your highest daily candle close ever. It just depends on if we can close above 503.51.
Patum tip $25. Hey man, I was thinking about starting streaming for fun for a fun hobby. Do you have any tips for someone starting out?
Pat M, thanks for the 25. Any tips for beginning to stream for fun? Don't look at your concurrent viewership. You said you're doing it for a hobby. When you do it long enough and you get crazy numbers, due to price action, I don't know what you're streaming. Probably all depends, because mine's specialty to financial markets. If you're I'm going to do guitar or something, it's probably a lot different than me. So I don't know what you're streaming. But persistence is the number one thing, I would say. And I'll say the Calvin Coolidge quote for you, so we can all be inspired. Okay, maybe. Is it gonna let me? Weird, dude. It's just not gonna generate. Bruh. Well, okay. I don't know what's going on. The internet's really stupid. Okay. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than an unsuccessful man with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. That is Calvin Coolidge. That is the quote for the person who wants to begin live streaming in 2025. That is so effing oversaturated. I couldn't even imagine getting started live streaming now. YouTube has changed so much in its algorithm and its your ability to be discovered by viewers. It's turning into TV now, and no one streams like I do, where it's hey man, I don't monetize, so I'm immune to that weird world that goes through all kinds of changes and people get screwed. YouTube stops paying on AdSense they demonetize. I don't know that world, and you'd probably be playing that game. Everyone else does, so I can't help you there because I never played it. Thanks for the 25, Pat. Here's Meta that is still just hit all-time highs at the end of June and has just struggled. It pulled back, and you're just still gonna close below old all-time highs on the weekly. Kind of put in a lower high locally. Any pullback here would be fine. A gap fill at 698. A pullback to 632 would be normal. Any pullback here would be fine. It'd be a good opportunity probably to add to a position on Meta. No value, high premium, no strategy, impossible to manage risk really. So it's just kind of oh, cool, dude, it's Meta. This is where Meta's at. Nothing for the swing trader really. Sorry. Yeah, promote on social. Sure, I don't do that. But Apple, really disappointing on Apple. I mean, I couldn't imagine owning Apple and like watching Bitcoin do what it's been doing, or others, you know, Nvidia. Still confined within this range between 200, 220, and you haven't even tested 216, 220 yet, which is really sad. So maybe they get it. Maybe it catches its big break on earnings. And I'm thinking maybe the same with Google. End of the month. I think Google might be on the 22nd, though, people are saying. So those are your Magnificent 7. That's their updates today. Bitcoin with less than 16 minutes to go till this 4-hour close is trying to go, but they're keeping it kind of tamed here at around 118. My God, what'd they do to Workhorse today? It's Workhorse, man. The horse is back. The horse is no longer dead, up 61%. Crazy. NIO up 6+% today. Now that's an M shape. I don't think it was a real one, but they failed to break it, and now this is a big deal. Okay, buyers recapturing 395. I think someone requested this a couple days ago, and it's like if they can recapture 395 and then reconfirm it, then you're onto something. But until then, you just kind of gotta wait. And I get it. That's the insurance policy, so you can sleep better at night knowing the price of the asset is trading above formally a key zone. Nice, it's up today. CDE is up. Good God, man. Core mining. Humble beginnings. MicroStrategy, it's up. You know, highest level seen on MicroStrategy. Wow, since December 5th. Highest levels of 2025. Hype in the chat from Michael Saylor. Did it, man. A pretty tame day for equities, though, overall. But Momo, China to me. Type 2 return to me on Hello Group, man. You kidding me? Dude, there it is. It doesn't matter if it's China, if it's Mars, if it's the Andromeda Galaxy. It's the harmonic framework, dude. And guess what? Going for the highest weekly candle close since August of 2023. This is the humble beginning. This is the beginning, dude. The genesis. I mean, it's up a lot off this type 2 return, but you'll be like, wow, man, I can't believe Hello Group in a year from now is at 2250. I can't believe it started like this. This is just the beginning. This is how it looks when the cycle reverses. Oh, remember Rare Earth and Strategic Metals ETF, bro? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, look at it. Lithium. Now, LAC didn't do well today, but another lithium company did, and that's okay. I don't care about the day-to-day. Give me a year. I'm good holding LAC for a year. I don't care. But this is a dream. This is what you look for, dude. Cycle reversing levels, and then M shapes developing, type 1, type 2, and look at it now. I mean, going for the highest weekly candle close really since like November. And the upside potential is unlimited. Unlimited upside on REMX, Rare Earth and Strategic Metals ETF. This is why you come to the stream, man, because this is real. This is real stuff. This doesn't give us certain outcomes. This just increases our probability. And I think it's a lot better than not applying it, right? The things I try to teach here, I think applying the things I teach here is far better than not applying it and just being random in your purchases of assets. I think you would agree if you've watched this stream long enough or been a part of the community long enough. Palladium. What, Palladium? Having a good day? Yeah? Is that true, man? My God, Orange Juice Futures is melting up again. Yeah, Palladium. Bro, look how godlike. You have a breakout unfolding on Palladium. Hello, composite operator chat. We look at this every day for months. Palladium. Highest level seen on Palladium since October 2023. Can we just get some Jesus chimes and some hype in the chat? TA respect, so much of it. I'm losing track of the TA respect. Oh, it's amazing. Freaking amazing, dude. So I'll see it 1500, 1600 in time. Give me enough time and you'll see that. And then, you know, you've got stuff like silver pumping today. Let's freaking go. Silver is in no man's land, chat. Understand nothing here. You're in pseudo price discovery. And why do I say pseudo price discovery? Because it's not actually all-time highs, but there's such a lack of resistance. You've never reversed anywhere where silver is until 42. I don't know. I guess you got one little reversal, 38.81. So maybe I'll set an alert up just above that one-time level and above 38.91. There's nothing till 44. And those are the aggressive harmonic targets on the monthly. If you remember, I've been covering this stuff for a very long time. And it is, talk about, dude, remember the harmonic framework over and over and over again? Look at it. Yeah, there it is. Aggressive target 1 achieved, and now going for target 2, which is around $50, 49.85, all-time highs. Silver will see all-time highs, most likely this cycle. I don't know how long it'll take to get there, but you're on the way. This is glorious, man. But unfortunately, all these markups, just never forget, why is this happening? It's because the money in your bank account is collapsing in purchasing power. Never forget it. It's not because silver is just worth more. No, the devaluation of fiat is accelerating to levels we've never really seen in this world order since World War II. We've never seen this devaluation. So just keep that in mind. Don't worry about the CPI. CPI is not monetary inflation debasement, okay? So you really do want to own hard assets that will outrun, keep up with inflation. What's up, Unclipped? What's up, Live Crypto Rider? Thank you for the subs on YouTube. If you're new here, please hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Typically, the only way I grow on YouTube is live streams with price action like we get in the past few days. Just because I don't do static videos, I don't do YouTube shorts, I don't play the algorithm, and I certainly do not monetize. So I'm batting 0 for 3, 0 or 1 for 4 on growing. So you got people that have hundreds of thousands of subs, and they don't foster an audience like this at all. But it's just how it works. So I've kind of like gimped myself the way I do it because I've chosen not to play the game, but. What's up, Atticus, man?
Atticus Rex super chatted $50. Thank you, Mitch, for always showing up. Counting down the days till I move there next year. California is toast.
Yeah, it is, Atticus. I think Gavin Newsom now has, Palisade Fires areas. They're now going to make it all low income. What? It's crazy. Thank you, dude. I'm hyping the chat for Atticus and supporting this channel and community, man. Yeah, Florida. If you're moving from California to Florida, it's like probably like swinging a baseball bat with a donut on, and then you move to Florida. It's like swinging the baseball bat after the donut's been on for your whole life. Yeah, you'll probably really enjoy it. So, my God, dude, live cattle futures all-time highs. My God, dude, they broke out of the ascending triangle and they back tested it.
Hey, Mitch, can we look at Bitcoin?
Feeder futures all-time
Thanks.
highs. Mr. Singh, what's up, dude? Thanks for 25. Yeah, we can look at Bitcoin miners. I mean, they're kind of beyond gone now. BTBT was the crazy one, the confirmation low. Dude, feeder futures, the real Bitcoin, okay? This is like the cost of grain that you feed the cow that becomes the steak that you eat. The steak you eat is at all-time highs, and what feeds that steak, all-time highs. So this is what I'm saying. You're looking at this happen. This is your debasement of your purchasing power. Your steaks are more expensive than they've ever been in any restaurant you go to. You go to the grocery store, more expensive. Okay, anyway, enough of commodities. Bitcoin, we have less than 7 minutes till the closing bell on Wall Street. Let's freaking go, dude. Let's pump the likes. Pump the likes, man, so we can get another all-time high. Thanks for the 740 people tuned in with Bitcoin just casually above 118. All right, we have requests, so I'll try to look at a few of them. But dude, there's just stocks doing things. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to look which one. Ergo, yeah, okay. By the way, total chat. Jonathan, are we okay, man?
I like turtle. I like turtle.
For the Bears, it is.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
We are approaching all-time highs. We are very close. I mean, you're rivaling intraday your highest levels ever. I mean, this is. You saw prices intraday higher than what we saw in January 20th today. So everyone should have an alert set up just above 3.74 trillion because that's the all-time high. You want to hear the beep, synchronized beeps for all of us. But yeah, big breakout watch. They're testing resistance. You could imagine a pullback could happen here, but hey, let's just keep it at face value. It's we are on mega breakout watch. After a formal back test was the bottom of the old cycle top 2021. Support to resistance. Isn't that crazy? Straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. Look, straight down, straight up. I mean, it's like, yeah, these are the levels, big levels. Okay, I don't know which one, though. I guess I'll just go to KuCoin. Oh, God. He wanted S-Coin Ergo. Okay. Well, a whole bunch of garbage, man. Wow. I guess I was here one time. I haven't been here in a long time. I don't know if I'd give a crap about this, but... Okay, so I guess if you're above 9.7 cents, that's a support, I guess, and it's probably a zone, you know. You go to zone. All right, so you're just saying because AI would use it in 2035. I don't care. Like, right? Like, it's maybe bottoming out here. I don't know. It's not at supports, so it's not really that easy to trade. 17 cents if it does bottom and rally. If it just does what all these other S coins are doing, okay, that'd be your target. 17 cents. If you broke that, 27 cents. It's about all the time I could spend on something like this. You would cut. I mean, I don't know. At this point, it's 12 cents. So like, you would want to long it as close as you could to 10 cents. So you could strategically set a stop loss up below 8.9 cents. And have the most upside to 17 cents. But you don't really have that. You're a little far removed from it. But at this point, if things continued, if the macro environment stayed positive for the crypto market and it was going to go up next, then a 17 cent target would be in store for you. And then 27 after that if it broke. And then 42 after that if it continued. So those are your targets. Just going to move on. Thank you, dude. Dogecoin for TA Exhibit. Oh, boy. Well, there's Dogecoin like on CoinEx, like it's not. You want the wrapped ETH though? I don't see that. Okay, ADA. Okay, I'm just gonna go to this one. Oh my God. Y'all remember? Y'all remember Dogecoin? It continued around the pattern completion zone for a little bit longer. You cannot make this up. I remember posting this in the Discord too. No way. Bro, y'all don't even understand how crazy this is.
Patum tip $25. No, I want to do financial and chart coverage like you do. Just wondering if you have any helpful tips getting going since you've been at it 7+ years. Cheers.
Thank you for the 25, Pat. Foster a good community. I don't know. Don't be careful with who you choose to sponsor you if you're going to do it. Let me show y'all real quick how we had this. This is how you know. This is the framework. Hold on. This is how you know. Like, it's just, you can't make it up. It's just there. It's like, oh, look, there was Dogecoin, chat. Someone requested this randomly, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it looks like this. No way. And then it just kind of went sideways as they do, okay? Market can stay rational, long can stay solvent. But that's the framework. It's there. And it never became invalid. Truly, never became invalid. And then, lo and behold, here you are, hitting the C point and pretty much the A point. I mean, these are the two targets. That's it. So, there's nothing to do now. So you requested it probably just because you want to be like, hey man, look how it played out in the end. Unbelievable, right? Yes. It is psychotic. Let's see, apply. There's a little zone here. Candle close and a wick high. I'm just gonna do it like this. The initial, that other wick, like that. That's your zone. So nothing to do here but to be like, hey man, people took profit at profit-taking levels, aggressive harmonic traders, and now it's like, who knows? They could go break it, and if it breaks, if you wanted targets from the high to low, 9.5 wrapped ways or whatever would be it. Target 1, target 2 would be 0.118 wrapped ways, whatever. I don't know. It's not US dollar, so we did it, man. TA is a bit. I think you probably requested this back in March. Godly. That is serious TA respect. Respect it, chat. Remember. What are you talking about, dude? That. Just that. That's all it is. The framework. Doesn't change. It is the same. Bitcoin 118.2. And there it is, chat. Closing bell on Wall Street. Bitcoin, highest 4-hour candle close in human history. Can we please get some... Dude, let's go, man. And a bullish engulfing candle, whatever. Technology. It is good, not whack. There it is. There's some hype in the chat, man. Good for the hypes. Thanks for the 750 plus here. Bro, we're just doing these requests. I do want to go though to these the S&P 500 so you can see it was we can look at the weekly closes. Look, it was not the highest weekly candle close ever on the spider. Sorry, chat. Nope. It was down today. Dow Jones, how did it close on the week? Nope. No all-time highs. Yikes. Big resistance right here, huh? Yep, big resistance. No breakout. Just a nice rally. NASDAQ composite. Not an all-time high close. Now, intra-week, we saw an all-time high, and we're still broken out, but not history. No history. Something to think about. Russell 2000 did not even have the highest weekly close of the rally so far. Closed lower. It was an inside bar, maybe. Okay, there you have it. There's your weekly closes. But let's just look at NVIDIA real quick so we can bask in its glory. Highest weekly candle close ever. Just confirmed. NVIDIA. Microsoft, same thing. Highest weekly candle close ever. Over and over and over again. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row of historic weekly closes. This is so good. Microsoft. Wow. The turnaround where at one point in March, it was the worst performing Mag 7 of them all for a while, for like 5 months plus. And then all it took was a good earnings report and it became #1 in performance off the low. Or I guess respective to its previous highs to lows, it's still outperforming NVIDIA a little bit. Not by much. NVIDIA's definitely been trying to play catch up, for sure. That's right, meat is back on the menu. What's up, J-Box? Thanks for being here. Oh yeah, Andrew M, is that true? Let's look at LAC on the weekly, because that is one that I own some calls on. Long way out. I mean, like 8-month plus calls or something stupid. Like, I don't care. Okay, so what do we get? Wait, sorry, my stuff's not visible. We have a bullish engulfing candle spring back test to close out the week. What are you talking about? 262. You cannot make this up. Like all of that. I don't care if it's 262, 267. That is the zone. And that kind of close at the end of the week. I'll show you the daily. I don't care what it does after hours, as long as it's above 262. Even if it falls below 262, I'm still okay. I have patience. I have time. I have a reasonable position, so it's not like I'm doing anything crazy, like where oh my god, I need to sell. Oh no, no, I'm good, dude. I'm not even thinking about it. This is such a good setup.
Anonymous tipped $25. Your thoughts on banana token?
Banana token? Well, banana zone. I guess we're going into the banana zone now, right? Thank you, dude. I guess we can. I've never looked at that in my life, so I guess we can. Yeah. We'll look at it. So for Pat, I know he's been tipping because he wants to start his own channel. I don't know, man. You might want to try out Twitch or Kick or something. YouTube's really tough for streaming and getting discovered now.
Anonymous tipped $25. Your thoughts on banana token?
Those are two different contributions. Thank you.
I wasn't planning on monetizing, scamming in any way. Thanks for the advice, man.
Oh, well, I mean, like, dude, you can monetize. Like, monetizing, dude, again, you're talking to someone that's like a 0.0001% streamer. Like, right? 99.9999999% of people who create content monetize. It's not scamming. Like, it's just not. I mean, yeah, taking money from an exchange is possibly, you could be a scam. You don't know. Like, that's the problem. You don't know. In a year or two, they could rug pull your entire affiliate links or whatever, your people. You can get screwed. So, and you can like monetize on YouTube. You can have no music playing. You probably work better for you with the algorithms and stuff. You might get promoted more if you do monetize. So, yeah, I don't know. What's up, Linus Artwork? Thanks for the sub on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, chat, I hope you're riding with me. I hope you just believe. Like, this is just, it's fun because it's you'll have like different assets over different periods of time where this setup, same exact identical setup, develops over a long period of time. It matures in its development, and it's just sitting there at the space-time continuum where you can take action at the lowest risk levels with the highest probability of reversal and the most upside. And it's a very, in the grand scheme of time, it's a very short window. Though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Oh my God, dude, May to now, dude, 6 weeks I've been waiting, or I've been waiting since April. Like, that is such a small window of time for where this eventually you would just see this. Like, over, okay, look, it's November, it's October, and it's over, it's $5. All right, like, if you knew that your probability was increased that this would happen, wouldn't you be okay sitting in a position that is low risk like this? I think you would. And so you're just here on LAC, and I'm streaming it to you, and there's no hype on it. No one's talking about it, because this is the ancient language of technicals, okay? Lowest risk, highest reward opportunity, easiest to manage risk strategically. You're here, and that's all I can tell you. All right, ride with me at dawn for glory. All right. So we had other requests after Bitcoin just made the highest 4-hour candle close ever. Bitcoin miners, Mr. Singh just wanted Bitcoin miners. Okay. Yeah, we can look at like BTBT, I guess. Bit digital, had its pump and then it dumped, and it's probably going to fill some gaps and probably going to put in a higher low than $2 eventually and then run again later. Okay. It's almost like the range, right? It almost hit the top of the range, but just kind of fell short. Ah, man. Front ran by sellers. They were like, oh, we're not going to let it get there. We're going to dump it now. I guess profit take. Lots of profit take on BTBT. Yeah, all miners were down today. I haven't looked at like Wolf in a long time. What's Wolf doing? See, I didn't even update like the channel, dude. I just stopped looking at them. Broke out, man. It's been on the upswing for sure. Above $4, pretty good on Wolf. Yeah, broke out. Yeah, nice. This one was amazing last year, and then corrected, and now it's starting to go again. Let's see here. Oh, Riot, I haven't looked at this in a long time. Looks like it hit an 886 M shape. It was a nice one. And then it goes 100%. And then it's rallied off of that M shape. Wow, pretty cool. It did not, it hopped, right? It did not, sometimes the M shapes, they don't play out exactly at the 886. They go a little lower or whatever. And this one, the M shape, ushered in the reversal. Above 942, 986. Could be on deck for like $15 plus, $17. Typically, that's where it'll go to. Nice, okay. Mara, one of the only assets that was up of the miners today. Looks like they recaptured that 1469 level, and it's up against an insane level. It hit it today. Why is it insane? Because you just know. Swing lows, swing low, swing low, reversal, reversal, downside. That's it, man. That's not easy. This one, tough. It's like, is it a good... Not a good asset to own long term because it doesn't ever really expand in price. It just sideways, range bound forever. Yeah. A no trend. It is certainly in a no trend. Like a lot of these. Even like, you know, BTBT with no trend. You're just range bound. And that's it. So, yeah, I looked at a couple of those for Mr. Singh. They've already done their thing, though, right? I'm trying to think about helpful tips for Pat M because he's tipped like $75 today. Look at banana token after. Banana token. I don't know if that's a joke or not. And it's a banana with 2 ends. No, 3 ends. Banana. Banana tutada. Oh. Is this what you want? I mean, I don't know. Banana, because I think you misspelled banana. There's so many different ones, dude. Is it on KuCoin? Yeah, I'm not sure where to look for banana gun coin, really? Banana gun? Where's the data, dude? This is the problem. When you want me to look at scam coins, I have to have like the exact exchange, or I'll just be looking. I'll just do KuCoin until something changes. Yep, thank you. Very appropriate. Banana. Okay, you got all-time lows, and you got the second base they're putting in that's been defended. Oh, triple bottom? Maybe. So it's range. Here's your range, right? It's either 11 to 13, 14, or 28, 29. So the closer you are to these yellow lines at the bottom, the easier it is to manage risk. I don't think there's any action to take on this at this point. If you were in on at 1383, then I guess you would just be targeting for maybe $26.80 to $29 to take some profits. Other than that, I got really nothing for you on this. It's scam coin, okay? Banana coin is a scam coin. And it's in a little range. And maybe the only thing that's kind of good about it is that they put in the all-time low, and then a rally occurred, and the rally subsided. The sellers took over, and the sellers attempted to take it even lower, and they failed. Not once, but now maybe twice. So you might have a subtle, for now, you might have a subtle signature of accumulation, anonymous. You might. Okay, like triple bottom with accumulation signature. Seen them before. It's better than, like, so look, same thing, right? Here's a, dude, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, right? Same little situation on Banana Coin initially, like it's listing. It hit a bottom, then rallied, then subsided, and then look, you had one bottom, and then you had a second bottom. Both of these lows ended up being higher than this low. They confirmed it, and then it ran. So you might get a run off of it, but I don't know, man. It's Banana Coin. It's a literal scam coin. I don't know. Okay, I don't have like high confidence or conviction here. I'm just trying to articulate it to the best of my ability you know, with price action, psychology of buyers and sellers. Okay. Did we get 400 likes? Yeah, you don't know if it's a scam. They may have proof of banana reserves, Anders. Correct, that's true.
Patam tipped $25. Was just wondering how it was when you started / what you did to get going years ago. As someone who only has a loudmouth and a Logitech cam on my comp, totally clueless. Cheers, Pat.
Well, that's the thing. My genesis is interesting because I never in a million years had an even ambition or inspiration to stream. I initially got into this streaming game. I really went and was looking for active online communities that cared about the language of technical analysis, trading, and in these discords. And what I was finding in these discords were a lot of like scam, fraud, bullcrap, people running around with their heads cut off, people talking like stupid, like normies teaching like noob normies teaching normie noobs. That's what I was running into. Like that was in 2017. You just had a bunch of dumb money, a lot of dumb people, the blind leading the blind in a way. And so I was in these communities just wanting to talk about ascending triangles and patterns and charts and harmonics. And I wasn't really able to find it. So I was just like in these communities talking about, well, these are the things I've learned. And I was just posting my charts and people would ask me questions. And eventually I did that enough, you know, the Discord admins of these servers would like, they approached me and they're like, hey man, have you ever thought about live streaming what you're doing in our Discord anyway? Like, and I was like, I have no idea how to live stream, dude. No, like nothing. So, they said, well, we will teach you how to live stream as long as you stream under our brand. That's how we'll do it. And we'll set it up to where if it's monetized, we'll write the contract, we'll do the rules. And then I was like, sure, teach me how to live stream. If you want me to stream, teach me. And they did. And that's when I was part of Hyped on Crypto, if you remember that from a long time ago. And then they, you know, the way it was set up, I was getting so many tips that they didn't expect that. They had designed the monetization to be in favor of them making most of the money, but they didn't expect me to be making all these tips on stream. So they started like trying to run me off and stuff and bring on new creators under their brand. And that's when I just jumped ship with Brad. Brad's been with me since that time, before that. So it wasn't like, oh dude, I want to be a live streamer. It wasn't like that for me. It was like, hey man, oh yeah, sure, I'll stream, I guess. Teach me. That was it. So I think we might have a little different genesis going on. You want to stream? I didn't even know I was gonna stream. So okay, so let's see here. Yeah, banana. That's all I can do. And I'm sorry, banana coin. And you want a banana coin with 3 N's, and I don't even know if that exists. And that was the last formal request, by the way. So yeah, sweet. What a way to close the week on Wall Street, dude. Not a record close for the index funds, but a record close for some assets. And 52-week highs, multi-month highs for a lot of assets. It was a really good, melty week. Okay.
ANKR on Coinbase PLS, 2 hearts emoji.
Anchor. Yeah, Anchor. I think I had that. I took that on my watch list. Drunk Roaring, thanks, dude. 20, yeah, we'll look. Yeah, that's right, Brad. That's right. Yeah, it was weird. It was very weird times.
Great context. Much appreciated, Rotherman.
Pat M, thanks for 690, dude. Thank you. So Anchor has had its glory days. Obviously, its harmonic glory days, but it fell below all supports, hit all-time lows, and I'm like, another scam coin. Go figure. It's still garbage. Like it's still utter trash. Like. I mean, oh, dude, it's a 113 shark or something. Okay, who cares? Bears 5-0 at resistance and rolls over later. I mean, it's just Bitcoin's at $118,000. All-time highs. And Anchor is, what's the most recent discernible event on Anchor? The lowest low in its history. Before that, the lowest high in its history. Before that, its lowest low in history. Before that, its lowest. That's so bad. That's like, forget it. That's why it's on my watch list, because it's like, who cares? Now, if maybe they somehow, I don't know how, right? If they somehow recapture the level and then they reconfirm it, and then I would probably, such a scam coin, I'd probably want it to confirm once and twice. The old support, ask support again. And then maybe we could talk about a trade setup. Maybe. And it's just like, ugh, garbage, trash, scam. So they need to recapture 1.8 cents, and then they need to reconfirm 1.8 cents as support, not once, but probably twice. And then at that point, it's easy to set up a stop loss, and you know your upside potential is nice, maximum, after the back test. So that's the only thing I could say about Anchor. Drunk Maroon, man. It's bad. It's trash. You want to see it on Coinbase? What's the point? I think this one has more data. There's no difference. This is where I have it all painted, okay? So it's just, yeah. So you got to, not all-time lows, sorry, but you got to recapture the lowest lows in years, okay? You got to recapture this level. That's your insurance policy. They recapture it, you're missing out on a few gains, percentage gains, waiting for that. But yeah, it could be a lower low double bottom. Fine. Just give me the recapturing of the key zone, and I'll be a lot more confident on it. Okay, I'll feel better. Drunk Maroon says rip. Counter did. What's up, Green Jay? I'm glad, dude. I'm glad I helped you.
Explain what the hype is WBTC volume being so low? I get this is altcoin time. Are we not worried about the bearish volume divergence? Looks like only opportunity BTC are in our shorts.
Well, here's the thing, man. Shorts, like for me, a short requires lots of evidence that buyers are exhausted. Like, here's evidence of exhaustion. Like, okay, we go on, you know, price discovery, a run, and then we all-time highs, big sell-off. All-time highs, barely sell-off. Slightly higher high, another but barely all-time high, then a major drawdown. Like that right there, that's a lot of evidence that the buyers are getting exhausted. You got the rule of three, you got bearish divergence, clear, concise bearish divergence the whole way up on both oscillators. That takes a lot of time and a lot of data on the daily. And you're talking about this asset has just, after months of consolidation, broken to all-time highs. I mean, we're talking consolidation since December. So we're talking 7 months of consolidation. That's all this consolidation after the breakout. So without structure, without like, oh, I can see on the daily a slightly higher high with certain bearish divergence, and maybe the 3-day, maybe the weekly, I cannot sign off on saying, is there anything to worry about? No, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Like if it pulls back, whatever, who cares? It's probably not falling below 109 at this point. So, no, you're just you just hit overbought for the first time since May. You're only at 73.6 on the RSI. No, I think we probably see 120 off of this now. Like the monthly cup with handle measured move, it's been here since it developed. Cup with handle, hit 121. And then probably double it. I'm just kidding. But no, there's just not enough technical evidence of some sort of unbelievable reversal, cycles over, we're done. You know, it's just not there. It could happen, right? But it would be more random. Far more random. You don't have to have an edge, right? But for a swing trader, short seller, you have to have the same variables that a long would have. And that takes like crazy amounts of time and structure. I mean, like for instance, like Doge is a great example here. Like bullish engulfing on the monthly, by the way. But this right here developed over the course of 330 days. Okay, you would want to see that on the opposite side. A 330-day bearish harmonic with a form of confirmation trading below the 200-week simple moving average with bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. And then on the RSI, they would be rejecting the bullish control zone threshold. So they've rejected the bearish control zone threshold, 40. So that's the type of stuff you want to see on an asset to be like, oh, there's a high probability, there's an elevated probability of downside potential on an asset. You want all that. You don't have that on Bitcoin because we've just impulsed. We're impulsing right now. You were looking to short as a swing trader. You're looking to long and you're looking to short. Either way, during consolidation phases, really the tail end of the consolidation phase. And that's what's happened on Doge. We were at the tail end of the consolidation phase because the pattern and the harmonic framework. So anyway, that's, again, it can reverse, but it's not a swing trader thing. It would be maybe a 1 minute trader, day trader, freak out, dude, take some Ritalin. Anyway, hopefully that helps, William. I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, Kwame, Alt-I is king. Alt-I is a great way to give yourself perspective on things. Because people will have rose-tinted, mint-tinted glasses on. They want something to be. So flipping it helps with perspective. Longer term uptrend, all higher lows, deep retraces, 886s, forms of confirmation, divergence, recapturing key inflection points, all important.
Hey Mitch, do extra targets with some of these weekly setups make sense considering seasonality through it in your view? Banana zone and whatnot, not banana coin. Curious how you think about it risk-wise.
Banana coin. I mean, yeah, right? Like, we have traditional targets that are, painted in textbooks. All the data research done was on traditional markets. And then we're here in the new world on an untraditional market where things can get crazy. So it's like, I don't even, the three targets. I mean, you had one conservative target at 25, 26, 34, 44. If you want like more aggressive targets for 40 Trevor, like for instance on this one, I mean, 56 and 69 cents, perfect target 4 and 5 to continue layering out. Yeah, you can have 5 targets, 69 cents, 1618 of this pattern, and near that all-time high. I think it was a candle close on the daily or monthly or something from May 2021. So, yeah, you can.
The fact that it happened by accident just speaks volume to how great your personality is. Feels okay, man.
Anon, thank you, dude, for the 690. Yeah, it was not like intentional, like at all. I just needed people to talk to because I thought I was going crazy. So yeah, it's weird how the world works, right? George Washington never wanted to be president, and he became president. But yeah, I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy how it all worked out. I just like, man, telling you, most people streaming are not providing value to their viewers. And I'm saying most, because there are millions of live streamers, millions of content creators, and they'll just be on TikTok and they will be talking about nothing that gives anything to anyone else of value. And that's what I mean by most. So yes, there are some that it's concentrated value all the time. Unbelievable. Those are the people that should be promoted and should be watched more. But yeah, I try to like every time I go live, I'm like, man, I need to be able to provide value to at least someone watching. That's like the goal with the analysis, and then hopefully finding something with a good setup. Yeah, anyway. Oh, music stop? Wow, that was a long set. Dang. So I wonder what happens this weekend. We're going to get some Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds that mega purchase FOMO into Bitcoin like we saw in November of last year. That was crazy. When we went into price discovery, it was crazy. how do I say, organized with the watch list? I mean, I just have different ones, man. Like, you just create them. Like, you have a bunch of different ones. Like, I have tons of watch lists. And, you know, they're categorical. They're named by their category. And then you can use your, you know, the flags on them too. Like, you're in your watch list, and then you scan through that watch list, and then there's one of them that looks like, hey, it's got the harmonic framework and it's mature and it's ready. Then you would use the flag or whatever, the marker, like you can see right here. I just pulled it out above this where it says Doge on the weekly. Like, you pull that out and you flag the ones on your watch list that are possibly good setups, you know, and you can revert back to it. And when, they played out or they failed, you take off the flag, something like that. So Grace, you got one? You got a mutual fund? I mean, TA gets respected all the time on a mutual fund. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but it's like an index fund. It's like the index funds, TA has been respected before, but on the top and the bottom, TA was respected. 2025, the deep crab type 2 plus return with the bearish divergence, and then the bear flag crash, and then the piercing line weekly reversal that ushered in the fastest recovery in the stock market's history. There was TA. There were things that implied it's going to reverse the downside, and there were things that implied the reversal of the upside was impending. So,
thanks, man. Much appreciated and enjoyed every stream. Crazy times.
Definitely crazy times, man. It's only crazy for the people that have been in it, who have been like bathing in these markets for a while. That's what it's good for. What really sucks are for the people that are new, that are like, oh, I have no knowledge of financial markets. I just started looking into it yesterday or today. Those are the people that it really sucks for, because that means those people have already been devastated by currency debasement. And they have no knowledge, right? They've learned nothing. So it's like, it's a long journey, man. I've been studying this stuff 15 plus years, going on 16 now. And it's just a learning process. It takes so much self-investment. My God, studying, reading books over and over and over again. Like, and then practicing, and then charting patterns, right? Looking, okay, you got the book here, and then you're looking at random charts from 1995. Oh, is that an ascending chart? Yeah, yep. Sticking in my mind. Oh, okay, let me bookmark that. Just a lot of that. Trial and error. Yeah, we looked at Cardano for sure. Dude, no, that's a scam. Phoenix, you're close to getting banned. Yep. Phoenix, you're probably gonna get banned. DF LVX mutual funds, large cap value portfolio. Looks like the Dow Jones, like a loser version of the Dow Jones.
Sharknonymous tipped $25. Can I get a look at it, please, and thanks. Folded hands emoji. But you should look at it. Just BC, it did 700% today, but sold most. Gonna add if it round trips. Grimacing face emoji.
Yikes. It's crazy. Thank you, Sharknonymous. Yeah, we'll look at MDAIE. Is that a crypto? Is that a new video game or something, dude? Continue to be respected on a mutual fund? I mean, it could, because, I mean, look, it's just tracking large caps. So what does that mean? It's just tracking the NASDAQ or tracking the S&P. I mean, look, the same exact pattern that the S&P 500 and NASDAQ had, this one had it too. Deep retrace, higher low, and then what? Look at that. Like, virtually, it did not quite get to 1618, but it was almost. That's a butterfly. So it was a deviation. It was not the deep crab, but it was a butterfly, and it reversed beautifully there. But yeah, 200-week moving average, piercing line reversal. Well, this actually wasn't even piercing line. It was so weak, it didn't even come close to piercing line, actually. Bullish engulfing candle a couple weeks, though. It's rallying, so typically you want to utilize the technical analysis, you know, remember, like creating a framework to manage your risk optimally for maybe some individual assets. Yeah, it works on index funds, all right, but there's a lot of moving pieces in that index, right? There's 500 stocks in the S&P 500, 30 in the Dow. I mean, Individual stocks probably your best, but doesn't mean it can't work on these. So, okay, so it was MDAIE, which is spectral AI. Yeah, AI, man. Wow, probably gonna. It's AI, so it's probably gonna go nuts, right? I mean, you're off the lows here, right? You could have asked about it back here in May, and I'd have painted an M shape for you. I'd have been like, dang, dude, so there's a swing low. It's all-time lows. It sucks, but it's AI. And I'd just been like, I could make it a shark. I could make it a bat. It's probably not an active shark, probably a bat. And it's just like, dude, it's the same, dude, over and over and over and over again. It's a dream. Not quite a shark. It could be. I could have made it a bat if I wanted to. So informal M shape, 8861414 right there, confluence. It's just like, oh wow, M shape, momentum killer. Now you're at the target, right? Like if you were targeting for that, you're at the top, man. Trying to see what makes. Yeah, there you go. Your top of your range is 330 to 350. If you ever break that, there's nothing there, dude. Nothing there until like 955. So. Not even a million volume. Yikes. But that's all I got. I mean, what do you want me to do on something like this? It's lose-lose. Oh, it's dumping. Oh my God, Pete. No way, man. Shark on us, I don't know. Like it was there. But again, you're requesting it today. I've never even heard of this in my life. Should have been here in March through May. March through May on the weekly. Dang, dude. This is the weekly, so yeah, that's a beautiful M shape. That's unreal. No way. See, this is the thing. The best thing about requests is like it shows me like if you're gonna request something, I want you to request it when it's like that, like this. Dang, dude. MDAI. That means I know you've invested in yourself. I know you're looking for the exact same things I'm looking for, and it's just there. It's just like, wow. Yeah, it's like Trump coin, okay? Days ago. And then there you have it. The M shape ends up playing out. So again, not dissimilar to from days ago. Official Trump coin. Remember the arrow, and it's like, dude, I'll tell you this. We've seen these before. What a good start. Just the beginning, man. On Trump coin. That's right, Matt Cotton. Everyone knows on the second test. Thanks for the 450 likes. Going to fall way below what we had yesterday. We had 2 700, 800 like streams. It's crazy. It may be, Mikkel, but despite all that, watch the M shape. Become a believer. Become a believer of the M shapes, dude. All right, remember Doge? Doge did the thing, man. What a beautiful start on the M shape. The type 2. Doge is just so crazy on the weekly. It's just like, that was the dream. I tried. I mean, I'm glad we had a lot of people watching when that trade set was posted so everyone could take advantage of it. And I'm hoping that they did, and you'd be up 30% in days. All right, man. Well, it's Friday, and I know people are going to be out. They're going to do things. They're going to be celebrating, eating fillets and ribeyes tonight. I know I am, and it was such a historical week, and I'm so proud. I can't believe how bad it's been.
Tosh tip $25. Can you please take a look at comp? Maybe gearing up for another runoff of a type 2 or 3 return?
Quite possibly. It's just very disappointing, right? You got all the sea of green and then comp red. Well, it was red today, but oh yeah, it was the 8. That's right. It was the 886, man. It was the M shape. We plotted it. I don't know. All my work got wrecked. But yeah, remember the bat? You know, because you're the one requesting it. It was perfect, dude. 886. Yeah, dude, just accumulation. Just the accumulation signature on the daily, right? And then it played out, but then fell short and pulled back and did an 886. Like that right there. And now you have a type, another one, you know, like, I don't know if we'll get back down there. I think what's so good about this is there was such a lack of, there was so much demand that once again, the key inflection point that is so real, okay, it is pinpoint accurate level. There was so much demand that the sellers failed once and now they failed twice to see 38.88. He was close, but now it was right. They got to like 39.36, and this time
Thank
at the
you for all
lows.
you do. Can you glance at SNDL Plaza? THX Mitch.
What's up,
Hashtag STLMO.
What's up, Benny? Thanks for 420, dude. And on the second time, it was 39.96. So you're just maybe a subtle sign of strength here. You're probably in good shape for 71 eventually if this continues. If this type of accumulation continues, you're probably going to go to $70+. The closer you are to $35 to $38, the best level you're at for risk management and upside potential. That's it, right? Hey, Lord, oh my God. Let's go, dude.
I entered your Doge setup a day before you streamed it. Off of the knowledge from the key level of the setup back in November 2024, I made over 30K off the setup. Thank you, Mitch, aka the Go.
F Lord, killing it, man. You should be Doge Lord now, right? Shouldn't you change your name? Maybe. I think it'd be appropriate. That's great, dude. I'm so happy to hear that. I mean, dude, that's the point, dude. It's fun making money, but you know what's more fun? Making money with like other people that abide by the same principles you do, that utilize the same framework that you do. It's way more fun. This community is virtually a fraternity. Okay, whatever. There are girls in our community for sure, and they're wonderful. We'll call it a fraternal order of traders, swing traders that abide by a certain frameworks, okay? So, amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of the community and giving me a chance to teach, right? Because everyone in here, like, at one point, it was the first time you ever saw me on stream, you're like, this guy's okay. He's not completely terrible. So I'll maybe tolerate him for another stream or two. And hopefully in those streams, you've maybe learned some things that you maybe didn't know. And that's what's kept you around. Maybe you've had some success that's kept you around. So I'm hoping that happens. So I'm glad it happened for you, F Lord. Wonderful, dude. Be sure to pay yourself, okay? Pull it out of your portfolio, put it in your bank account, enough to pay taxes, and after the taxes, enough to pay yourself for that trade. But the trade's not over, right? The Doge trade is, oh my God, it's a position trade. It's not even a swing trade. It is, dude, you just own it and be patient on that one. For real. You were just mesmerized by the playlist, Cucumber Lime? Wow, the music got you. Interesting. Arthur said monster alt season. I mean, they're being implied. Like Doge's chart is, and then BNB. BNB's chart is implying godlike alt season. Yes, this is the chart, I think, because BNB is the exchange. BNB is like a Mag 7 tech stock that's just been stuck. Google has been stuck. Google hit the same price. Microsoft hit the same price it saw at the 2021 top. Think about that. It's like a coiled band. I'm telling you right now, BNB goes berserk. Altcoins are gonna go berserk too, man. This is implied. I'm telling you, like, someone can go long on this position trade. They long it and they hold it, and then you'll be at $800 to $1,000 in time if you give me enough time. You have to give me enough time. Hidden bullish divergence on the RSI, by the way. Look at the RSI, dude, sitting at like 58 on Breakout, attempting a breakout at a 58 weekly RSI, that's set up for overbought, set up for a massive markup. So I warned you at the beginning of the stream, and I'm warning you now on BNB. This is pretty much implying altcoins are going to go nuts if this breaks out. Okay. Martin, you say you've been watching 10 streamers for a year, and now you only watch me because this is the highest value content. Well, Martin, I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Thank you, dude, for letting me know. Feedback's important too, right? Like, I don't know if I'm doing well or not, you know? So, I mean, you know, people give me feedback today, but typically I'm not getting the good feedback until we're pumping, right? And then it's just deaf ears during the consolidation phase. Yikes. What's up, Michael with a K? I'm glad you think so, man. Yeah. No affiliate links. No, we didn't look at Sui. No, we didn't. It didn't hit the 886. It was too strong. Unreal. It was one of the only ones that was so strong
thanks,
we couldn't
man.
do it.
Been following since 2021. You are loved and appreciated. Don't ever forget it.
Dang, Anon, thanks so much for watching for, what, 5 years? No, 4 years now? My God. Long time, dude. And thank you. I will not forget. I will not forget it. Sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes you don't forget it, but it's just, man, during the times where it's quiet and choppy, like last year, oh my God, sometimes you forget it because, dude, people aren't giving you like praise. They're not like saying the stuff that's been said today and past couple of days. They're not saying that. And at the same time, you have people that are coming out of the woodworks that are very hateful, and they like are blaming you because the price isn't going up, and it just weighs on you when you do it every day. So it's a battle on my side, but days like this, yesterday, day before, makes it all worth it, I guess, in the end. So I don't know. We looked at Caspa, dude. It was an M shape and it rallied. Nasaj, thank you for following me 6 effing years. That's a long time, dude. The world has changed so much since you started watching too. Dang. I keep looking at this chart, chat. BNB, this is a chart to look at now. This is, I cannot express to you how close we are. This is the chart of all charts. This will dictate the trajectory of many scam coins on the Binance exchange. One with Nature, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Jesse, thank you for watching since 2019. My God, remember 2019? That was the year of the Gartley. The year of the legendary Gartley.
Man, others at bat with IHS? Crazy. Thank you always, Mitch.
Whoa, really? Others? It was bad. It was real bad. I haven't looked at it in a while. Let's look at it. Others.d is what you're talking about? A bat? No, maybe. It's still pretty garbage, man. Like, it's still so bad. What? Like, it still sucks.
Sui, please. Appreciate all you do.
What's up, Jeff K? Thanks for 25, dude. Yeah, we'll look at Sui that blasted off before we saw that 886. So, we will look. McDougal, thank you, dude. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comment, dude. So on this one, he says bat. Did you say bat? Amber said in shoulders. Or maybe you're talking about just, is there another, that's just others, not .d? Let's see, others. Yeah, okay, my bad, dude, my bad. Yeah. This one's spectacular. Yes. The answer is yes. Oh my God. It's on the weekly too.
Just others not. D.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. Thank you. My bad. I got you, dude. I wasn't going to... Yes, look at it. It's perfect. And now you got a higher low type 2 off the 200-week simple moving average. Bullish engulfing candle now getting confirmed with another one. Okay, yeah. Like, if this is actually putting in a higher low, you understand there's nothing here till 353 billion. So the upside potential on others from where it is right now, 30 to 35% upside on others. So
Concurrent
there you
it
go.
doesn't matter in the end. You've changed many lives, including mine. Keep rocking.
Oh, thank you, Pat. Yeah, it's true, and it's weird. Like you think like that's one thing about being a live streamer is like, hey, you would think that you would think like it would compile over time, but it doesn't. Like the viewership, it just kind of accumulates with more devoted following that are serious about trading, and the normies come and go, right? So we got a lot of normies showed up, yesterday, day before, maybe even some today. But when we're in the consolidation periods, some of the very few people that came in during the mania last cycle are now strong adherents to the technical analysis, and they've invested in themselves, and they've learned its true power and what it actually is, not fortune telling, just risk management tools, and their lives change better for it. And so you get small forms of accumulation every cycle of really high quality people that you help them learn how to fish, and they're with you forever through the good and the bad. And those are the core of your following, and we've got them. They're here, and it's wonderful. So this is crazy right here on others. Wow. 30 to 35% upside. It's beautiful. Bullish and golden candle. Going for the highest weekly close since May 5th. We looked at Caspa, dude. We've already looked at it. Let's go, Birdhouse. Hype in the chat. Pump it, dude. But couldn't you imagine? Think about it. BNB's it's breaking out right now on the weekly, or attempting to, with this here on others. See, BNB is in the top 10, right? It's like number 4 or whatever. This is total market cap of crypto excluding the top 10. Doge is not in this. BNB's not in this. Cardano's not in this. Tron's not in this. Ethereum, XRP, Solana, they're not in this. This is everything outside. And it's like, wow, you got this, but then you look at, look, VeChain. Oh, yeah, VeChain at a bottoming level. Possibly Wi-Fi at a bottom, like a literal bottom. This is a bottom, dude. You're locally confirming a bottom, and you're recapturing levels. This is like 74, 93, 11,000. I mean, this is a bottom. This is a literal bottom on Wi-Fi. Just is. It's what it looks like. You have a high probability chance of 7,400 to 9,400. And then others too, of course, right? Others we've covered today. Like Bitcoin Cash is not in the top 10, but it's a big one. And it's like we know in this one. Like bullish engulfing candle off a key inflection zone from history. Upside potential takes you back to 638 here.
That weekly better than others easy.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, Anonymous, 420. FET. Another one I just don't care about. But yeah, it's not on my watch list, but we'll look. But who cares about Bitcoin Cash? The tweet I made? This is it. One of the best setups. It's killing it. We got 20 days, but you could be going for your highest monthly close since March of 2024. They're attempting to break the candle close from November. This is just exuding number go up vibes, given enough time. And it has been. We've given it time, and it's up. Jeff K wants Sui. Yep, let's go to Sui. That again was so strong that too much demand, they couldn't hit the 886, which kind of sucks because we like those. Where is it? Sui, bullish and golden candle going for on the monthly. What a strong trend, man. I know Raul Paul loves this one. What I'm talking about is it didn't see the 886. We were close, man. but it 786'd it. It didn't hit support either.
Wouldn't
That was
learn TA at all and risk structure in these markets without you. Let's get some hype for Lord Ray. Through the bull and the bear, we all get extreme value. Thank you, man.
thanks, Pat M, for the continuous support, man, of the stream. I really appreciate it, and the really kind words. Lord Ray, that's a name I have not heard in a long time. Old video game handle. It's when I started streaming. I'm okay, I'll just do that, whatever. Thanks, dude. Yeah, so you broke resistance. I mean, I think you broke above $3. You're golden. You recaptured the 200 civil moving average. So we got it. This not quite good enough. Yeah, would have loved to see it retest 218 or $2. Just too much to me. It's harder here. I don't know how you would play it really, because the structure and the impulse. Maybe if they back test $3 and we can see a successful defense from buyers, and you hold there, probably set a stop after you see positive price action correlation to $3. You would set a stop. You would enter, set a stop loss below like 291 or something, and maybe just let it ride. What could be happening here is like a mega bullish dragon. We could be completing a C wave, okay? XA, B, C, and the C to D wave would take you. It's 70% though, so it's nothing. There is no formal harmonic with a 70% retrace on B. So I mean, 886, $5, 494. Hard to say. That's kind of weird on the harmonic spectrum. All right, but remember how it all started? An actual real shark, 88%, 1618 confluence, godlike, then a spring back test back in September 2024, all-time highs. Just a very strong asset that could be completing some sort of C wave, and a C to D wave could take you to the 490s, maybe all-time highs. It's crazy. Oh yeah, Grace, who was that? Sui's on exchange. I think Sui's on Coinbase, right? Maybe. Oh yeah, Zachary, man. You got a screenshot? Go find it, man. Post it in the Discord. You can see not much. Just I mean, like, I don't have a beard anymore. I've gotten older, but the overlays are very similar, right? Man, crazy world. Yeah, some good sets today on the music that I can hear. But wow, what a day, what a week, what a ongoing month. Still got 3 weeks left in it, or close enough. It's beautiful. All right, man. Well, I've been live for 2 hours now, chat. Remember, I did I did 2 streams yesterday, over 1.5 hours on one, over 2 hours on another, in between my workout, full body workout with my trainer. And then today I've now done a 2-hour live stream during Power Hour. So I feel like I put the work in.
Selling out and focusing on quality over quantity viewership. Check Fwag on Mix. Hoping Pepe has one final pump that triggers this little Fwaggy Beanie baby.
Fwag coin? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, why not, man? Keep the requests coming, keep the stream going, dude, I guess. Fwag on Mix. Dude, it's, oh my god, dude, actionable, actually an actionable setup on Fwag. I'm gonna post a trade setup on this. Yep. It's simple. You can see the M shape, it's perfect. It looks like an 886 to me, but eyeballing it, right? I might be wrong. But to me it looks like a perfect, thank you for the request on this, because this could be it is legendary. Oh my god, dude. Like, you gotta be kidding me. It's so perfect. 886 200 confluence. They took it down to 3.2 cents. I mean, you're up off the entry, but this is where the magic happens. Great request, brother. Easy targets. So how would we do it? We'd have to, like, kind of be... It's tough, man, because, like, it's pumped. It was up 15% and 10%. It's up 25% in 2 days. That's the issue with trying to create trade setups now. It's like 3 days ago we posted the Doge setup for reasons, and it's like it's up 30+% in 3 days. So it's like you'd have to, like, maybe get a pullback or something if you were lucky. But taking profit, easy. Like, you get a 4-to-1 in this kind of situation. It's tough, man, because, yeah, 25% in the past 2 days, it's almost like you're asking for a pullback, right? FWOG coin, that would be target 1 and 2, and if they ever broke that, how we target 3, I guess, would be like right here. Maybe target 3, the zone of inflection. That'd be target 3. I mean, that'd be like, wow, no way. That's what would happen probably. So it's difficult because, man, we could have just like, okay, you know what? Old all-time high, candle low close. You know what? We could do it like this. We could actually tighten the stop up a little bit and have more reward to risk, because I didn't even notice that it's really the wick high. We could do it like this. Candle close, test. You've recaptured this 4.1 cent level. Okay, so the stop actually makes sense. That's a decent stop loss. You can even make it tighter if you want, but I like FWOG coin. FWOG actually looks unbelievable, and it'll probably pump, man. It'll probably be like, dude, no way that FWOG coin did that. No way, dude. You're a little out of the space-time continuum because the 25% rally in 2 days is insane, but you're still not far enough off of the supports where it's just, you can't take action. You got a chance here, okay? So it could be played just like this, Larry, all right? Great request. FWOG. And that doesn't mean go long on FWOG. That means take in the education that I just instilled to you for free on stream. It costs you nothing but your attention and time to really, oh, why? Okay, that's the why. Just something to think about. And it's like, if you're not going to do it on FWOG, what you just saw, you're looking for that on the stock market, on a traditional market, on an asset with good fundamentals, the same thing. Unbelievable. Unreal. Find me more FWOGs. Oh, I'm glad, Grace, because I definitely have that belief in Jesus. But, you know, I try to be subtle about it. I don't try to, like, push it on anyone or anything. Yeah, Jeff, thanks for the contribution again, dude. Bitcoin 2020, thanks again for the FWOG coin request. That was great. Okay, well, that was the last request, and we're over 2 hours now on stream time on a Friday. Bitcoin's just kind of been hanging around all-time highs, but just chilling. Amen, Grace. Bitcoin's up $1,668, up 1.44%. Altcoins have been able to run, and that others chart on the weekly looks like 30 to 35% upside. So crazy, man. Vinny, so we do like $20 minimums on requests pretty much. So kind of took off the disclaimer of that because it was like we didn't get any requests during the little times. Sundial is, I mean, it was awesome back here. Type 2 return, it played out, and now you're in a garbage trend, and you're trying to recapture some levels, and you're putting your lowest high bearish back test down 2%. And it's not like, I'd like to see evidence of more than before. I'd like to see evidence that there's accumulation. Your lowest low ever. Before that, lowest high, lowest low, lowest high, lowest low, lowest high, lowest low of downtrend. Your lowest high, bearish back test. You want to see a higher low get put in. You want to see more than before. You want to see accumulation. You want to see recapturing. You want to see stuff like this develop. You don't have that yet, so it's not really great yet. Even if it continued to pump, it's not in a good trend, and you don't have evidence of accumulation, okay? So that's it. 40 travel, yes, the viewers who left early will miss the FWOG setup. But if you're in the Patreon/Citadel, you got it hand delivered to you on a silver platter. Patreon.com/MitchRayTA. And you can join the Discord's premium, the premium Discord, which is called the Citadel. Same thing. That's where you get access to the trade setups, access to my charts, access to active and seasoned traders in the private chat. So again, that's just value you get if you want to support my team and me. But you can see clearly the things I do. There's no real paywall. It's just you get a little bit more value if you want to support me, the person who never sold out.
This man. Y'all know you're making money. Damn it.
It's cool, man. Pat M. People can do what they want, you know, and they are. People are supporting. They've been supporting for years, and I'm very grateful. So, but like, dude, the cool thing about it is I try to stream no ads, none of that stuff. So it's like someone at rock bottom of their life can find me. Someone rock bottom of their life with zero purpose in their life. They've got nothing. They could turn on the stream and begin from nothing. I think that's really cool. And I think we've had people that, again, you just never know. People, it's like the internet, man. People come from all walks of life. Some people can be, they were up and now they're down, and bad things have happened to them in their lives, and they're looking for something. And it's like, well, this is something all I can give, right, is the language of technical analysis and risk management. So that's the cool thing about it. No paywalls, man. All right. Well, been a good stream. It's Friday afternoon, and I really hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. I mean, if things get nuts, I might be live again. Okay? Just saying. Sorry, it's checking something. Okay. Again, get over in the Discord. The link is pinned above in the chat. So if you're new, get in the Discord. You get notified when I go live. YouTube will fail and you will miss out on my streams. You will not see my streams. It's just how it is, okay? So thanks again for everything. Love y'all. Have the chat for history. I'll just be back until next time. Respect the T. A.